Hi folks, my name is Kian from Barrie Volkswagen and welcome to another episode of Kian's Corner. Today we have something quite unique that we have added to our family. What is it, you may ask? Well, what if I told you that we have an electric vehicle that is high output, it has a high range, and it is also affordable? Well, welcome to the ID.4. Okay folks, today we're going to start with the interior of the ID.4. And how do we get inside of the ID.4, you may ask? Well, naturally it's a door handle. But what Volkswagen is doing, because again, electric is the future, as people say, and as our whole entire world is moving, we're trying to make things less mechanical and more electronic. The door handle, for example, it actually doesn't pull open. It is a touchpad on the inside, and that operates the entire contraption. Less mechanical parts usually mean less problems. Come on inside and take a look. When it comes to the ID, simplicity is key. Come on over and take a look. We're actually going to start with your door panel here. Notice that if you only have two buttons here for your window control, but then if you want to operate your rear windows, you can simply touch this button and it will do your rear row as well. Reason for this is, again, less mechanical buttons makes for less problems. So something as simple as that will go a long way down the road. Coming over to the lighting control, same thing. Everybody that owned a Volkswagen remembers that this is a physical knob. Everything is touch sensitive. It's the future. What can I say? It's smooth, it works, and you won't have issues. And taking a look at our steering wheel, this will look more familiar to what previous customers have had. Everything is touch sensitive with haptic feedback. I won't be able to show you the haptic feedback, obviously, but you can feel vibration in the wheel, which feels very good. Lastly, in the steering wheel cockpit area, we have our fully steering wheel mounted gauge cluster, which moves individual with the wheel. Reason why this is a nice thing is, depending how you sit in your car, a lot of times if you like your wheel lower, it will actually block a lot of the screen. With this system, no matter how you sit, how tall, how short you are, you will see the same thing, which is the most important parts of the car. Now, why don't we take you to the center console and show you what's going on there. It's feeling a little cold outside, and I don't think it's a good idea to take my eyes off the road. Let me get my ID to give me a hand. Hello, ID. Can you turn on my heated seat, please?
Okay.
You can tell I'm a Canadian because I just asked a car please when I asked for the heated seat to be turned on. Well, anyways, as you just saw, my heated seat is now on. I am going to turn it off because I'm actually not cold right now, but this is one of the normal features our car has that a few years ago would have seemed like the most crazy feature to have. You can turn on your seat, you can turn on your radio, you can have it navigate for you. You can do so many things with this car, including actually, orange is a nice color, but it's not for me. I'm more into blue and maybe actually yellow today. Or if you want, you can actually customize your color altogether. These cars aren't just meant to be driven, they're meant to be made for you. This is an extension of your home. When you get in this, it should feel like yours. And that is the most important part of what cars have become. They're not just A and B, get to work, go home. It's an experience. It's something that you can take to the ski hill and you can enjoy the trip inside of it. Now, if we're talking about comfort, we're talking about ski hills, we're talking about all sorts of things, you're going to have to meet your friends at the hill. And you got to charge your phone to do so because, of course, if your phone's dead, they won't know where you are. So right down here in the middle, we have a wireless charging area. And there's actually this little clip here so it doesn't bounce forward. And most cars used to have them up front and they kind of loosely sat in there. With this system, the phone will stay in there. With the clip, it will keep it pushed hard against it. So you don't have to worry about your wireless charging turning on, turning off frequently. So that is really the center console, because look how minimalistic it is. Volkswagen really wanted to change things up by giving you not too much clutter. This is meant to be clean. Electric is clean. The future is meant to be clean in general. So with that, let's go back to this very large, very nice information screen here. Welcome to our climate control. Let's start by turning it on. Everything that we need is fingers touch away. Again, heated seats like you saw earlier. Nice thing too is there's this little scroll pad to adjust your temperature. You don't have to just scroll though, you can tap one by one, left or right. And it's such a cool thing because we're in the showroom, the car's not running, and if I turn up the heat, because this is an electric vehicle, it gets really hot in here really quick, actually within about 10 seconds or so. And of course, this car also has heated steering, and it has 3 modes, so it's not just too hot or not at all, which that's the case for many cars out there. We call this the Goldilocks and the 3 Bears, right? Too hot, too cold, and just right. So that is our climate control here. And let's exit out of that. It's pretty straightforward. I don't have to go too much into it. This is Volkswagen's new and improved navigation. You are going to see many more things in our old navigation system, such as schools, gas stations, restaurants, and parks. And you know what? Because it's electric, many people go, well, what if I need a station? Well, great news. It shows you those too. With the click of a button, a fast click of a button, you can start your route. And there you go.
Destination is on the limited access road.
It is so smooth. It's quite incredible. There's really 0 issues with it as far as the speed once again goes. And a wonderful thing is, if you set a trip that's too far to go on a charge, which I'll try to do right now. Let's go. Let's go. Want to go to Florida? I want to go to Florida. No, I won't go that far. Let's do near Burlington. It will show you how many kilometers it is and how many hours it will take. And currently, so it's 124 kilometers. So it's actually kind of funny. I was going to show you what happens if you go too far for the EV battery to last. It will give you a warning. But in this case, it can make this trip in one go. You don't even have to stop. And where did that take us? That took us basically past Toronto in one charge. And we're only at 65%. We almost got to Hamilton. Isn't that nice? So navigation, look at how nice this is. We'll zoom right out. Look at that. Very clean, very smooth. This car is going to be, in my opinion, more resembling Audi than Volkswagen, but the price of Volkswagen, which is the most important part. So that's enough of the infotainment system. Let's do a tour of the seating and the interior of the car in general. Welcome to the back row. As you can see, I have a lot of legroom, and I'm not the tallest guy in the world. I'm actually 5'10", but on dates I say I'm 5'11", which, you know, that's that. Anyways, let's move on. Lots and lots of leg space for me, and that's without me adjusting this front row at all. One of my favorite features about it that might go unnoticed a lot of times. So, you know, let's say I'm the guest in the ID.4. Oh my God, I love your ID.4. It's so nice. I don't like jamming my phone in my pocket. It's so uncomfortable. Well, we made an easy fix for that. It's the small things that make the big difference. And this is in its own a wow factor for a lot of people. So you get that. You also get your rear vents in the middle. You get 2 USB Type-Cs, okay? And you also actually get another storage, okay? So it's very versatile. And now something that you won't be used to, especially for anybody that's been in the back row of an SUV, this is electric, meaning I'm actually gonna move over for this. There's no hump in the middle. So if you were that person that, you know, gets, oh, you're the middle person because you're the shortest. Oh, I don't like the middle because you have to put your legs on either side like this. Now, you don't have to worry about those things. You can sit comfortably 3 in the back, and you don't have to sacrifice any comfort, and you're not going to have somebody complaining the whole ride or saying, oh, let's pull over, I need to stretch my legs. It's these features that make this car great, and it's these features that make it comfortable. Let's move to the trunk. Now that's a big trunk. Now seriously, folks, about this trunk. It is as big as I made it seem, and the nice thing is when it comes to a big trunk, you can do so much with it. Golfing, paintballing, horseback riding, anything you want, really. I don't get out much, so I don't really know. But lots and lots of space. I can even hop in it right now, and I can go like that the entire length. That's nothing to scoff at, that's for sure. And when it comes to having a family, you're going to need all the space you can get. So let's go and just do a little overview of the exterior, and then we'll see you later. Well, folks, that's all for today at Kian's Corner. But if this one interests you, this is King's Red Metallic, and this is an ID.4 Pro, but it's without the statement package. I really like it like this. I think for the money that you spend, you are getting a very nice EV, a little bit nicer than a Tesla in my opinion, but hey, that's just me. So anyways, have a wonderful day, and remember, think Volkswagen, think the future, and enjoy your weekends.